This is the Matt and Mike podcast experience, episode number 7. Woo! So yeah, we've come
full circle.
Oh yeah,
by making the complete 7 episode arc.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this the end of season 1?
We're never gonna stop. There will be no seasons. It will be ongoing forever and ever to the end of time.
Whoa!
100 years of shit. If we last that long, I'm already dead.
You mean physically?
Well, yeah.
Because I'm probably going to be dead within the hour.
You're not the one that ate crappy Mia's.
Yeah, speaking of pizza.
Yes.
This week.
We're going to be talking about Apple Works. We're going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Excellent. Yeah. Mario.
Damn it.
And we fucked up.
I messed
up. Oh, well. You know, me and Matt are pretty huge fans. We've been fans, I don't know, I mean, ever since the beginning. I don't really, I mean, I have to admit, I really didn't like own any of the comics because they were like, when they first came out, they were like super edgy and they were for like...
Yeah, and we were like 2.
Yeah. They were for like my parents could have bought them, but like I would have no clue what they were. Because it was like people were getting their heads cut off. And
Plus they were in black and white. Who wants to read that?
Yeah.
There's no color.
Fuck Clerks.
That's old. It's in black and white. It's old.
Get the fuck out of here, Rosebud.
I prefer my black and white movies colorized, like King Kong. You remember that?
Yeah. They did that a lot back in the day. Like they would be like, well, fuck, this is free range. Anybody can do this shit. Night of the Living Dead, colorized. Why? It looks like shit.
Yeah.
Like
someone just went in with like colored pencils and like
fucked it up. Well, like to me, like black and white is always something that like if I was like this might look like crap in color because of the makeup, just put it on fucking black and white and no one will know.
Yeah, it's a stylistic choice,
right?
Or in Kevin Smith's terms, they didn't have enough money to afford colored film stock.
I honestly, if I would make a horror movie, I probably would do black and white if it was like a zombie thing, so I wouldn't have to do as much makeup.
Yeah, and you could just use Hershey's syrup for blood.
Yeah. Anyway.
We're already totally off track.
Speaking of the turtles, Hershey's blood. I mean, wait, Hershey's blood. A.K.A. chocolate. I guess we'll just go in order, though, because usually we don't talk about the main topic first. We'll go, what do we usually talk about first? I've only done this 7 times.
Usually, we do a little segment called News.
Mm-hmm. Is it nerdy?
Yeah. Sometimes. Wait, all the time.
Oh, yeah. You're like, the Cleveland Cavaliers have hit the final goal.
Did you see that touchdown pass I threw the other night?
Hell yeah, straight in the basket.
Yeah. It was a total grand slam.
Breakfast.
Yeah, more like it at Denny's.
A celebration of food.
Denny's, when you hear your family.
Hospitaliano.
Hey, pasta.
Yeah, it's like,
pasta Italiano.
It's like free salads. Like, who cares? Okay, so what's your news?
Have you had your break today?
Good lord.
I think our YouTube views are actually going down somehow. Like they're taking views away from previous podcasts.
Really?
This is such a bad episode.
I was like, what? I thought you were being serious.
Well, you never know.
I don't think they can take away views, but they can take away, like, likes.
They can add views. Views. So should we get into news?
Let's do it.
I actually broke the rules this week, and I have 2 news segments.
It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah. Because I have none. No, I was kidding.
Should I start off?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. My first bit of news is...
Are breaking up this podcast.
I think I said that last week.
You did.
Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan will return in Shanghai Dawn. Nice. Rated R.
So it was like Shanghai night, or Shanghai noon, nights, and then dawn?
Yeah.
But nights was like K-N-I-G, and I didn't really get that.
Because they were in like jolly old England?
Yeah, so I guess they were getting knighted, but it's like, it was also like night, as in like night. It's like, Okay.
Yeah.
Get back your wrath boner.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
That's actually funnier than any joke I remember from that movie.
Yeah. I
hated that
rewound
movie.
it because it was like the funniest thing I've heard in the entire movie. Stop right there, wrath boner. It's like,
Owen Wilson, Owen Wilson.
who the hell is Houston?
Owen Wilson used to be really funny. Like, I
Yeah.
thought he was fucking hilarious.
And he changed his name to Owen Houston.
Owen Usonoff, Russian. He turned Russian.
He's like, this joke is so funny. And everyone's like, why are you doing a crappy Arnold impersonation? Like, it was me. That's cool, man. I'm totally down for that.
Yeah,
I like the other ones.
I'll be surprised if it actually happens because those guys are, especially Jackie.
Then again, like
so
Rush
old.
Hour was like crap. The third one.
Straight up crap.
Yeah. It wasn't like straight up crap, but it was pretty bad.
Well, Jackie Chan, I mean, he's getting up there now. His action, like he uses stunt doubles now,
Yeah.
and like he just can't quite hack it.
Jackie Chan is still like in my book like awesome. Like I would love to see him do stuff, but it's like I guess I agree that it's like kind of like they need to like find some new people to like pass the torch to.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
That is pretty sweet. That's some good news.
It just goes to show that they'll take any existing franchise and make a sequel to it.
Yeah.
Even ones that like no one cares about
Yeah.
except for like us.
Well, those movies actually made money. They made enough money to make a sequel.
Yeah, I think the first one was a big hit. Cause
That's
like,
kind of like when they did like Son of Mask. That's something I would say didn't really warrant like
or Baby Geniuses
yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yikes. All right.
Is this gonna be a sandwich? You want me to go now?
Sure.
Okay. That sounded weird. Is this gonna be a sandwich?
Delicious.
Okay, so I've got some news about our subject today, Turtles. This is actually about the new movie coming out.
What?
Oh my gosh, they're making one. Oh. I guess I don't know if we already talked about this, but like, I mean, these are a couple things on here, but like the guy that plays the Green Arrow, like in Arrow on CW, like he's Casey Jones. I don't know if we already talked about.
I don't
that
think so.
not, but he's like a really good actor, so I'm
Really?
pretty psyched about that. Yeah,
I'm not familiar with that show.
yeah, it's funny too because he's also like, I think his name is like Steven something, or I can't remember. I should have looked this
Seagal?
up. But yeah,
Awesome.
Steven Seagal. I'd be like, wow.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator. The blood bank.
Just like you suck. They've already like shown the first photo of Bebop and Rocksteady before they are like transformed.
Oh, really?
Like in a like cafe, like talking to each other or whatever. And like the guy that plays crap, I can't remember. Like Seamus plays one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, I think he's played in Rocksteady, and Bebop is like, it looks cool too because like the guy that's playing Bebop is like black like in the comics, and he's got like the purple mohawk.
Nice.
I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Are they actually gonna transform into like monster?
Yeah, that's
Nice.
what I mean. I assume so. I mean, I would assume they
Or would
weren't-
that be too
well,
unrealistic?
I would assume that they wouldn't like set it up for a third one where they would transform, but I would be surprised if they didn't actually put them in, you know what I mean?
Are those characters in the comics, or did they just come?
They
start from the
eventually like
cartoon?
put them in the comics, but they started off in the cartoon, I think.
Okay.
And then like the third thing that I heard was that there's like been some leaks that there's possible scenes that they've been shooting of like Krang.
What?
Yeah. And I was just
Wow.
like, that's pretty much gone from the first one being such a letdown to like possibly this could be a lot better.
They may have learned their lesson.
Yeah.
You never know.
I think it's a different guy directing too, from what I heard, possibly, but I could be wrong.
They learned the lesson from all that billions of dollars they made.
It's fucking. I remember we were like, this movie sucks. This is shit, and then like apparently it made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So we really didn't. We didn't really help that though because we were watching that movie as well.
Yeah, and I think it was aimed at like
Children.
not us, right?
Yeah,
So lots of little kids saw it and loved it,
Yeah.
even though it was rated PG-13.
because there were like
Horrible violence.
yeah, there was some pretty violent things. I mean, I guess I can't really say much though because we went and saw the movies and there was like the originals and it was just like cuss words.
Damn!
Nobody got killed though. I don't think in the movie except for Shredder at the end, like which was blatantly murdered. But we'll get to those.
Yes.
Now it's time for your.
All right, my last piece of news is about my favorite franchise, The Expendables.
Paul Blart.
You got me.
Sweet.
So I guess Expendables made it. It kind of didn't make a whole lot of money.
The third one.
Yeah, in America, but overseas it made a lot apparently.
Nice.
So it looks like they're probably going to make a fourth one.
Oh yeah.
And Stallone has been in contact with someone about the villain role.
Wasn't it like Hulk Hogan? Or
Yes.
something? Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
I heard about that.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
How much that would suck?
Yeah.
No, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But it's just really weird.
Yeah.
Because he can't act.
Not only that, but the only time I've ever seen him be like even a bad guy, it wasn't even like ruthless. He was just kind of like
It was Thunder Lips.
Yeah. Well, like in like when he turned evil, like in like WCW to become like Hollywood Hogan or whatever, he was like, all the fans are trash, and it's like, okay, like it wasn't even like that mean.
Yeah.
So it was like, I mean, I guess he could surprise me, but really, if they really wanted to get like a wrestler that would like notch that series up, they should get The Rock.
Or like Triple H.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like somebody like.
I don't know. I'm kind of sick of seeing The Rock. Like he's in enough,
The Rock.
He's in enough franchises.
I want to see the C Nation. Come on, Cena.
Like you can't see him.
Yeah, they're filming. They're like, shit. We just wasted an entire day of footage because Cena's not on the film.
Or they could get Stone Cold. Oh wait, they already did.
Dude, that was such a fucking letdown. Yeah. He like burned to death or some shit. I was like,
well, I think
you remember that?
Someone burned him alive, and then while he was on fire, like punched him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's like, and I was like, this sucks, because it was like a fight between him and Randy Couture,
Yeah.
and then like Randy Couture couldn't take it and like Stallone beat him or something, and I was like, what?
But it was kind of sad reading the interview too with Hogan because he's like, yeah, I really want to do it. Like I told him,
yeah, if you can
really
find a body double or
he's like, I can't do the stunts all that well anymore, but I can do them really slow if you want.
Yeah.
To. It's like, how is that convincing anyone to like?
Not only that, but how's it gonna work? There's gotta be like Munsters expendable, like they've speed up the
footage.
Yeah.
But I kind of hope it happens. Just,
yeah. I mean, at this point, like,
why not?
if they make a fourth one, like that's already like 3 more than I thought they would make.
Right.
Like, after the first one, I thought they were done because of like how like the second one is probably my favorite because it's like they kept like the R-rated action and it's like no holds barred. The third one could have been so much better, but they like toned down like the violence and the action. And I think if they go back to it being like 2, 4 could be probably the best one yet.
Yeah, and they're not going to top Jean-Claude Van Damme or Mel Gibson as far as like villains. So you might as well just go as crazy as you can.
Right.
Get Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Maybe he'll be like super crazy.
I don't know. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. He would be your like ideal villain. Like they would top anyone.
I think Mel Gibson was
the best.
Yeah, like I couldn't think of anyone better.
Because he's actually crazy in real life.
Yeah. He's actually really scary.
Yeah.
And he was great in that movie.
Yeah.
There you have it.
The end of the podcast.
All right. Any more news, or should we move on to the next segment?
I can't think of anything like newsworthy at this point. So
what's the next segment on this podcast?
It's like recommend, but I forgot what we called it.
Recommendation.
Oh, yeah. C Nation.
Ding, ding,
ding. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who should go first?
Hashtag friendship. I don't know. What do you think? Let's roll for it.
Recommendation. Nation.
Recommendation. Okay. I guess I'll go first then.
All right.
My recommendation this week is the only thing that I have on that I'm going to talk about. I'm not talk about, but like bring up that I didn't actually like that I didn't actually make. No, that like isn't related to the Turtles at all.
Okay.
It's have you ever seen Life is Beautiful? With I think it's
Roberto Benigni.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. But I know what it is.
Yeah. That movie, I saw it recently and
really?
It's awesome.
No kidding.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting it, to be that great, and it wasn't something that like I sought out to watch by myself. It was something that like Julie was like, "You have to watch this movie. It's great." And we watch it together. And I mean, I can't really talk too much about like what happens in it because I mean, it kind of spoils things, but at the same time it's really not it's like a World War II like Holocaust film kind of thing, but it doesn't start out like that, and it's more about like the characters. They don't even show really any like World War II. Like there's no like battles or anything like that. It takes place in like France or no Italy, and like you find out he's like a Jewish guy or whatever, and he gets married to this girl, and they open up a library, and then like as like time goes on, it should like different time periods, like eventually they just like take him and his son in, and his wife, like even though she's not Jewish, she's like, I'm gonna go too. And so the whole movie's about him like he never like cries once in the movie. He's like always optimistic and trying to keep everyone's spirits up and stuff like that. I was saying that like if they were able to do this, he would be like the perfect like Lupin, because he's so like out there as far as like he's like
comical,
right, and he's like really like limber and like just that, and he's like that skinny kind of like
Well, I remember when he won the Oscar for that movie, he like climbed on the back of the seats, and I was like,
yeah. We actually watched that clip, and it was like awesome.
Yeah,
and he's like, I want to hug everyone. But like he. There was actually another clip where, like, he won something, or no, like, somebody... It was... Actually, that was a different clip. That was, like, with, when... What's-his-face won for, the Stephen Hawking thing. And, like, Michael Keaton's putting his acceptance speech back in his pocket. And it's like, oh, shit.
It was... Yeah, I saw that clip.
Which, to me, I was thinking, like, yeah, but, like... You want to, like, have it ready. You don't want to go up there and be like, oh, crap. Like, pulling it out for, like, an hour.
It's just, like... It's sad that they caught it on like that moment on camera when his like heart was breaking.
He stands up and he's just like, but
the wickedly talented Michael Keaton,
Michelle Keaton, he's in Tiger Hell. But yeah,
so I've always been scared to watch that movie because I thought it would be like either too depressing or too boring.
Honestly, it's not really depressing. I mean, if you've seen like any period films like that, they're way more depressing. Like this movie did like at the end like make me cry, but it was more so like kind of like a...
Was it uplifting?
Happy, like that kind of thing.
Nice.
Like uplifting, still sad, but still like, it's not like at the end they were like, and we're gonna kill everyone. Like, you know what I mean?
They're like, go into this chamber.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
It was the Hell in a Cell.
It was the real life.
Oh shit, you're right. God damn it. Holocaust jokes. Hilarious.
Yep. It will work every time.
Oh my god.
Nice. Well, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
I never ended up seeing it.
It won 3 Oscars. Another 63 wins and 39 nominations. Top 250. It's number 28, apparently.
Wow.
Out of the top 250 films. At least on IMDb it says.
Good that it's still below Mad Max Fury Road, which is 10, I think, right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's a really great movie. I mean, they're both really great movies for different reasons. Like, this one's one that, like, I mean, I'll definitely watch it again, and I don't say that about a lot of movies. A lot of times I'll watch a movie and I'm like, I'm kind of done with this for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it was definitely... I think it's probably the reason why I like it so much is because they do have the part with, like, concentration camps, but, like, it doesn't focus on that. I mean, I don't like it because of that. I mean, I like it because, like, they have it in the movie.
Yeah.
But it's not the focus. It's, like, they have, like, stuff at the beginning, and then there's, like, a little bit at the end, but it's not all, like, Schindler's List style.
Right.
Even though Schindler's List is another great movie, it's just...
Yeah, it took me, like, 10 years to build up,
watch it.
like, the nerve to watch that.
Yeah.
Because you have to be in the right mindset to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, let's toss back some brews and watch Schindler's List, boys.
It's like, Jesus.
No.
Oh my god, like, yeah, like, at the end when he's like, I could have sold this car and saved, like, 10 more people, and I'm just like, Jesus.
He's like, damn you, Darth Maul. I mean, Hitler.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but it's a great movie. Honestly, this is the only other, besides Schindler's List, movie that I've seen that I actually thought was good. Like, really, really good. That was a Holocaust movie. I haven't seen many of those, so I can't really say.
The Pianist.
Oh, okay, that's another one that I want to see.
I don't think he's ever in a concentration camp in that one, but he's in
Okay.
like the ghettos,
Right.
like hiding. I thought that was pretty excellent.
Yeah. I think a lot of times I just kind of get bored about like World War II movies because they'll just be about like the war,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't bad. I mean, it's important, but it's like one of those things where it's like I like the stuff I guess that is more about like the people
Mm-hmm.
rather than like, hey, we're gonna take Hitler out. It's like, well, that's a good goal, but like,
That's why Inglourious Basterds was great, because they told the true story of what happened.
Wolfenstein style. Yeah, I need to watch that movie. I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Okay.
There's a couple like Quentin Tarantino movies I haven't seen, like that one. I haven't seen what's it called? I was gonna say Machete. That's not a Quentin Tarantino movie. What's it called? Django.
Oh,
But I need to see that.
both awesome.
Apparently, I heard that they're possibly going to make a Zorro to Django Unchained crossover movie,
What?
and I'd be like, hell yeah, man! I like Zorro. Maybe not with like the same people. I don't know at this point. Like Antonio Banderas might be too old, but he was pretty limber in fucking
Expendables.
He was
Yeah.
like the only good thing about that movie.
I know.
Besides Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's your?
My recommendation could not be more different. So this is a movie from 2012 that came and went. I don't think many people saw it.
Can you give me some clues here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think eventually this will be recognized as a true comedy classic. And it's called... Oh, look at the time. Guess we got to wrap this podcast.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
The Three Stooges.
I have that. I still haven't watched it.
What?
I heard it was great.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it may be... Well, I won't say it's better than the original Three Stooges, but, like, it's as good.
Right. I mean, that's what it looked like, too. And I never...
It's nonstop, like, Three Stooges gags.
Right.
The three guys, like,
Are
play
great.
excellent characters. Like, each one of them is great as
Yeah.
as Larry, Curly, and Moe. And, yeah, like, they go to Jersey... Moe's on Jersey Shore at one point, but, like... I know everyone complained about that back when it came out. Like, "Ugh." But it makes sense as part of the movie, and it's
Right.
actually really funny stuff.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah. So, Three Stooges, check it out.
Yeah. I wanted to see that, and I have it, and it's just one of those movies that I have, and I'm like, man, I need to see this movie, and I just...
Oh, you need to
Didn't
watch
get
it
around to
because
it.
it's hilarious. Also, Larry David is in it,
Oh, really?
but he plays like a nun. It's
So
really
like
weird.
cross-dressing.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
he's like the old nun that like is really mean to the Three Stooges,
That's awesome.
and he's like, he has the weirdest accent. He's hilarious, and he's like, no wonder your parents didn't want his.
It's like, jeez.
It's a great movie.
Oh, man. Yeah, The Three Stooges is really good. I mean,
You can tell that they,
did their homework.
yeah.
I remember they actually went on Monday Night Raw like this. Did you ever see that?
I don't think so.
Dude, it was so crappy because like they went on there and I thought they was hilarious, but like most of the people there were like booing, and I was like, you people don't know what the fuck you're doing, like, because like Will Sasso came out and was like, you know, he's like, I know how to, you know, get the crowd on my side or whatever, and he came out dressed as Hulk Hogan,
Oh,
and like,
awesome.
Mo like was like, he's like, I'm dressed as Hulk Hogan or whatever, and he's just like, he like punched him or something like that, and then he started talking like just like Hulk Hogan.
Awesome.
It was like he was because he does like awesome impressions
Yeah.
and stuff, and like
Yeah.
it was like awesome, and like people were like, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, yeah, that was like
It's a
the one
shame.
time I was like disappointed with like WWE.
The one time.
Well, as far as like the audience,
Okay.
like usually the audience is like
Yeah.
they're pretty well vocal about like the things that I'm also interested in, but like that
Right.
time they were like full of shit.
They do all the original sound effects, like all the wacky sound
Nice.
effects are all in there. Like, whenever like a big stunt happens, it's obvious like they're dummies.
Yeah.
which is just like the
Yeah, I heard
original.
that.
It's so funny. Like it still is just as funny as.
Like whenever a stunt happens, it's like dun 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 dun. Wait, that's Godzilla.
No.
That was a shitty joke, man. We should start, like,
Hey
reading
Mo, you
jokes.
can't do that. That's assault. Here's your pepper. Shut up.
It's like, Jesus.
Yeah, Three Stooges. Check it out. I think people are starting to come around on it and realize like how great it was.
Yeah.
And it was by the Farrelly brothers. Because
Right.
apparently they're huge Three Stooges
What the
fans.
fuck have they ever done? Fuck them.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right.